get back those days. Never say never. I have to change. Never say never. I'll find a new way. Never say never. It starts today. Oh, I'll start today. Oh, I'll start today. The new me. Thanks, guys. Brand new song for you. Thanks for listening. I think that's the first time we played that ever.
There was a time we were lovers and I Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are to another Dress Rehearsal Tuesday, a live broadcast of some of the great talent, or talent that wants to be a great talent. People that are getting their legs, people that are coming in and practicing and coming up and performing and trying to get those 10,000 hours in so they feel comfortable and make themselves feel real good about what they're doing. I love it. I love it a lot because it's a big sense of community that's going here. Daddy was just telling me a joke. I'm going to do a quick one. Guy's on his way home from work on a Friday night. Stops off at the drugstore. Happens to notice on the way out in the clearance bin that there's a box of Olympic condoms. Half price. So he buys them, you know. Olympics are over. They're selling all that stuff. So he buys them, gets home, walks into his wife and says, "Hey, dear, look at this. I got a box of condoms for half price. Olympic. Tell you what, I'm going to run in, grab a shower, get cleaned up. I'll meet you in the bedroom in half an hour. And you know what, babe? I'm going to put on the gold one." And she looks at him and says, "Oh, why don't you put on the silver and come second?" Now, come on, half the audience has got to like me. I heard that one the other day. It came from Ontario. Anyway, I got a list here.
You're starting early?
No, we're at 1:45. God, we're late. I haven't had my medicine yet. We're going to start off. Right now we have Forte music from across the street, which I really appreciate the fact that they're coming out more often than not these days, more than they did before. And they actually showed up this year at the 39 Days of July and did one of their student-teacher processes. That was great to see people getting up on stage, because it's not just necessarily the kids that go over there. It's adults that are, getting that, taking the thing and saying, "Hey, I want to do that, so I'm going to do it." And so they're taking their classes and they're doing their lessons and they're going out and making it happen. To me, that's just the epitome of what it's all about. So Vicky's going to be the piano player. She's the one bringing them over. And then we're going to have Jan, then Mitch, and then Michael. Is that okay?
I'm going to go back last because my daughter's not here yet.
Oh.
Sorry.
Now we're rearranging the schedule.
Sorry. I thought it started at 8. She's a troublemaker.
Starts at 7:30. Why'd you guys come at 7 if it starts at 7:30 or at 8? Anyway, those three will work it out amongst themselves. The three of them are going to do. Are you doing one song each or 3 songs? What are you doing? One song each, right?
3 for me.
3 songs? Oh, God, this is going to take forever. That's why we start early. My goodness, and I'm in a good mood today. Laura, you're on second. Is this the right list? Yeah, it is. And then the trio, Elaine, Brett, and Colin. You guys are up early this time. How's that? Jody will be up after that. Then Michelle. Then Steve. And Brennan wants to get up with Michelle. Did you talk to Michelle yet?
I'm getting up by myself.
You're going to do it by yourself. Okay. And Deb Butler. What? Butler? I was wondering, you didn't look like the Cutlers. There are a bunch of Cutlers in town. Cutler, Butler. It's only it's only one initial away. One alphabet letter. Anyway, that's what it's looking like right now. There'll be other people coming in. Thanks for those that are just here tonight to watch. And for all you people that are tuning in, all 300 of you. Each week it's getting up around 300. You guys realize that the open mic draws more people in to watch than any other show. Of course, like David Gogo's up around 600, 700, 800 right now. But when he first started that first week, he was outnumbered by the open mic. No pressure on you guys. The world is watching though. Just, but no pressure. What else would I like to say about that? Oh yeah, for those people that are tuning in, a little donation could sure help a lot. We did a broadcast last night specifically to, we only handed out the link to fans of Jane Sibley, who played here last night, to a sold-out audience. And we actually had 8 people contribute money from watching the show. That was really good because they realized that, hey, one guy was in Chicago, someone in Maryland, people all over taking a chance to watch it. And so thank you for those people who tuned in and actually gave us money. That's how we stay alive. That's how we keep it going. So without further ado, If you guys are going to do all those songs, let's get Vicky up here. And who's going to be first? Michael? Mitch. I was close. 50-50 chance. Oh, well. So give it up for them because they got to feel welcome. Come on.
Hello. Feel like I could be taller or shorter, one of the two. Well, hello. This is my second time on stage singing, so I'll try not to pass out, and I'll try and remember the words. Up higher? Okay. I think so. I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me that I call my through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world can be, a vision of the one I'd see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I can pile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to the world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world can be, a vision of the one I'd see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. We may be right, we may be wrong, but I make. Sorry. Almost. Thank you.
Great job. That was a great job. Very great.
My first one will be on the piano, the last one will be the piano. It's not okay. Things are not okay. All right, now I hear it's okay. All right. So I'm Michael. I'm part of the Forte School of Music again under Vicky. The first song I'm going to be performing, I will be performing 3. The first one I'm going to do on my own, playing my own accompaniment. It's a song some of you may or may not know. It comes from a musical. So it comes from Dear Evan Hansen. Anyone ever watched that at all? No? Yes? Well, we'll see how it goes. It's You'll Be Found. And it's sort of in the rendition of Ben Platt, who's the one that actually kind of sang that in the musical itself on TV that you can go watch if you want to do a comparison. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall, no one would hear? Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. But when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in. You'll reach up, you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. There's a place we don't have to be unknown. Every time that you call out, they're a little less alone. But if you'll only say the words from across the silence, your voice is heard. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you from your bed on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in. You'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. Oh, you will be found. Out of the shadows, the morning is breaking, and all is new. All is new. It's giving up the empty. don't know what you were talking about. Oh, okay. So for the second song, you're ready? Okay. So for the second song I'm going to perform, so people have probably heard of Harry Styles. So I'm going to perform his Falling in my own kind of rendition of it-ish, but we'll see how that goes. In my bed, and you're not here, and there's no one to blame but this drink and my wandering hands. Forget what I said, it's not what I meant, and I can't take it back. I can't unpack the baggage you left. What am I now? What am I now? What if I'm someone I don't want around? I'm falling again and I'm falling again. I'm falling. What if I'm down? And what if I'm out? And what if I'm someone you won't talk about? I'm falling again and I'm falling again. I'm falling. Said you cared and you missed me too. And I'm well aware I write too many songs about you. And the coffee's out at the Beechwood Cafe, and it kills me 'cause I know we've run out of things we can say. And what about now? What about now? What if I'm someone I don't want around? I'm falling again and I'm falling again and I'm falling. What if I'm out? What if I'm down? What if I'm someone you won't talk about? Falling again, and I'm falling. And I get this feeling you'll never need me again. What am I now? What am I now? What if I'm someone you just want around? Falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling. What if I'm down? What if I'm out? What if I'm someone you won't talk about? I'm falling again and I'm falling again and I'm falling. So, and I have one more that I'm going to do that some might still remember, but it is a very different version. So I'm going to do Take On Me by Aha. But I'm going to do it not in that pop singing style. I'm going to kind of break it down to more of the MTV Unplugged version. So we'll try that one. Talking away, I don't know what to say, I'm saying it anyway. Today is day or two. Well, the things that you say, you're wrong. That's me, I'm stumbling away. Life force to place my worries away. You're all of the things I've got to remember and keep shying away. But I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. I'll be gone in a day or two. In a day or two. Thank you. Thank you.
I want to see you. I do not need him. No. I was waiting for him to give me the thumbs up. Okay. I'm Jan, and I'm also a student at Forte School of Music across the street, and I'm going to sing 3 songs. And the first one is called Stay Gentle by Brandy Carlisle. Stay gentle, keep the eyes of a child. Don't harden your heart or your hands. Though to find joy in the darkness is wise, although they will think you don't understand. Don't let the world make you callous. Be ready to laugh. No one's forgotten about us. There is light on your path. Stay gentle, keep the eyes of a child. Wear your heart on your sleeve. Though to find joy in the darkness is wise, although they will think you are naive. Don't let them lower your shoulders. Love them more while they try. Grow younger while you're growing older. Be amazed by the sky. Darling, stay wild if you can. The girl with the world in her hands. The kingdom of heaven belongs to a boy, but his worries belong to a man. Stay gentle, the most powerful thing you can do. Oh, gentle, unbreakable This next one is a Sarah McLachlan song, and it's called Lovin' You Is Easy. Right?
Press it twice, it'll go brighter.
Loving you is easy. Loving you is wondrous and pure. I'll shout it from the rooftops. How long must I wait till I see your smile? Might have been the moonlight, caught up in the sparkle in your eyes. So wicked, and I know I should go slow, but it's not in me to wait. 'Cause I'm alive and I'm on fire, shot like a starburst into the sky. Oh, the fury of desire, it burns so bright, electrifies. You light me up, you take me higher. I've been down a long road, and I've become a stranger to myself, digging in my heels and hoping time might be kinder if I waited out. Nothing came from wanting, and I became so small and insecure. Didn't know the cost of all I've lost till I found it fresh and new again with you. And I'm on fire, shot like a starburst into the sky. Oh, the fury of desire, it burns so bright, electrifies. You light me up, you take me higher. Loving you is easy. Loving you is wondrous and pure. I shouted from the rooftops. How long must I wait till I see your smile? I really connected with this next song after losing my best friend in May, and it's one you'll recognize, I'm sure, by Sarah McLachlan as well, and it's called I Will Remember You. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories. I'm so tired, but I can't sleep. Standing on the edge of something much too deep. It's funny how we feel so much but cannot say a word, though we are screaming inside. Oh, we can't be heard. And I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories. I'm so afraid
time. You know, teacher-student showcase. Yeah, I forgot to mention that, Vicki, for next year in the 39 Days of July. It's teacher-student showcase. Teacher's supposed to be in there, too. What a great piano accompanist, eh? Wow, made it effortless for those guys. So I just found the list that I thought I was supposed to use. I knew I had the wrong one. So it's all totally gone to hell. No, it isn't. Laura, you're up. Then it's the trio. Then it's Deb Butler. Then it's Binks. Right? Then it's going to be Jody. Then it's going to be Corey. Corey does a comedian thing. I like that. Michelle, Steve, Brendan, Matthew, who just came in. I love the fact he wants to come in and play, and I want to make sure he gets a chance to play. And Michael just walked in, and that'll get us to the end of the evening, unless there's anybody else that shows up. But until then, it's just it was pointed out to me that at some point in time, everyone's bet on a fart and lost. Isn't that a weird statistic? But it's probably true. Oh, it could have been as a kid.
I wanted
Could
to
have
know
been when
if
you
you
were
were
older.
in there betting.
Oh, or whatever. It's when you bet on a fart and you lose. Anyway, this is Laura. She's also part of the harmonica band. She's also part of the
Laura and the C chords.
Laura and the C chords, and there's someone
They're
else.
back.
And what else are you into?
Better, bigger, and better, and all women.
Oh God, now we're in problems. Okay.
Yes, usually.
So you like that joke then? Anyway, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Laura. Make her feel comfortable.
Thank you. Yes, I'm Laura Anderson, and usually you'll see me in an ensemble. And I thought, I'm always just playing with the group, but it'd be really nice to just get out and play by myself. So lately, what's been on my mind is songs and songwriters and time and how things come and things go, and songs come and songs go, and some songs stay, and there's a reason why they stay, and some songs go. So tonight I've got 3 songs for you. The first song I'm going to play is by a guy who lived around here. His name was Ian Tyson. He wrote this song with Sylvia Fricker, 1963. What was going on in 1963? Well, if you were watching CBC, which many people who lived in Canada at that time, they had black and white or early color, I don't know. And the kind of music you heard on TV tended to be like Don Messer and Tommy Hunter. And out of that Don Messer experience, you got things like Tommy Hunter, and you got Gordon Lightfoot, and a lot of great entertainers. And then in the 60s, we also started to see people like Bob Dylan appeared, and there was this big shift. And Ian and Sylvia in Canada. So I'm going to play you an Ian and Sylvia song, which you're probably familiar with. And it's called Someday Soon. There's a young man that I know, his age is 21. Comes from down in southern Colorado. Just out of the service, he's looking for some fun. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. My parents cannot stand him 'cause he rides the rodeo. They say that he would try to leave me, someday soon, someday soon, going with him someday soon. Thank you. Well, I've got another song for you, and it's a song from 1994 by Iris DeMent. And I'm really attracted to this song because it's a song about writing music for dancing. And it's not something we hear about very much. And actually, most of the guitar players I know don't dance. So I find it really fascinating that Iris DeMent would write a song about creating music for dancers, because that's really what it's about, is you create something that moves people and gets people moving. So this is a song that she wrote, and it's called Sweet is the Melody. Sweet is the melody, so hard to find it. It's so hard to make every note find just right. You lay down the hours and leave not one trace, but a tune for the dancing is there in its place. Well, the dance floor's for gliding, not jumping over ponies, where boots and gold bracelets come and meet as they should. It's for celebrating a Friday night romance, forgetting the bad stuff and just feeling good. Oh, sweet is the melody, so hard to come by, so hard to make every note find just right. You lay down the hours and leave not one trace, but a tune for the dancing is there in its place. Well, an arm's just an arm till it's wrapped round the shoulder. Looped side by side, they go stepping out together. A note's just a note till you wake from your slumber and dare to discover a new melody. Oh, sweet is the melody, so hard to find it, so hard to make every note find just right. You lay down the hours and leave not one trace, but a tune for the dancing is there in its place. Thank you very much. Okay, I've got one more song, and this is a song I wrote recently. And so here we are, 2024, and what's happening with a lot of music? We're seeing a lot of old kind of music coming back. And so those influences that were there, the Don Messer, all those kind of influences that were there are being acknowledged again. Fiddle players are hot. Sometimes guitar players are not. So this is a song I wrote. It's called Those Old Waltzes. And you may recognize the chorus. I wrote the verses. The chorus was written by a guy, I think his name was Walters, in 1918, and it was a theme song on the Don Messer Show. It was sung by Marg Osborne and Charlie Chamberlain at the end of every program. So if you know this song, I welcome you to sing it with me. It'll appear twice. All right, so this is Those Old Waltzes by me, Laura Anderson. nights with the screen shining bright brought the beauty of waltzes to me. Fiddler smiled as he swayed with the dancers, touched my heart, I was there dancing too. Those dancers in red, they still dance in my head at the party that goes sea to sea. And we sang Smile the while I kissed you sad adieu. When the clouds roll by, I'll come to you. So wait and pray each night and day till we meet again. It's a new time for the old time these days. Folks connecting with old-fashioned ways. Now it's Saturday night, the dance hall's real bright, and the band is beginning to play. Fingers fly, ladies smile, yes, the fiddlers and the dancers dress just how they feel. Think I'll head for the floor where there's music once more. Maybe this one's a waltz or a reel. La la la, smile the while I kiss you sad adieu. When the clouds roll by, I'll come to you. So wait and pray each night and day till we meet again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Laura Anderson. Put that right over here. I don't need no plug. We're going to get ready for the trio now. I always got a name for them. I keep on forgetting it, but they're going to get up here to street people. It'll be Brett, Colin, and Elaine. But first, knock, knock. Yeah. Glad to see you're all having a good time. Sorry about that. No, I'm not. Never sorry. So we have a thing here now we're doing too, which is different than most places, but we have a thing called sober karaoke that we're doing once a month. And that's kind of like, how can that happen? How can those two words fit in the same sentence? But it can. And, you know, to that point, we did our sober karaoke, and it was great. It turned out fine, the first one. And then there was a karaoke going on over at the wine bar about 2 or 3 days later. And an observation from that one was they sold $800, over $800 worth of mocktails and near beer during a karaoke. So it's not about the alcohol. It's about getting on stage. And someone also gave us $200 because they wanted to make it into a competition for first, second, and third. We said, no. Ted and I both agreed that it's about mentorship, right? The whole idea about getting on stage is that it's fun. You know that, Kelly. That's great. When you're out there and people are going with you, it's just the greatest thing in the world, especially if you wrote the song. Or if you've taken a song that you really like and done your rendition of it and got it out there to the world and just saying, hey, this is how I see it, and this song moves me. And I guess it's basically an original song. It's just done by originally written by someone else. Like Neil Young. A lot of Neil Young songs get sung. It's his birthday, too. Was that today? Yeah, I think so. I think today's his birthday. He's 79 years old. Wow. How did he get so old? How did we get so old? And I got a call today from Leonard Podolak. You know, as the history of Canada goes in the folk industry, there was a guy named Mitch Podolak who lived in Winnipeg, sort of a socialist, commie socialist hippie. who liked to eat and liked to eat meat. You very seldom saw vegetables on his when he invited you over for supper. But he started the Winnipeg Folk Festival. He started the Stan Rogers Festival. He did another festivals. He pulled the one in Victoria. He helped get it back, write it up so that it didn't cost a lot of people money. He was the guy who knew what he was doing with folk festivals and how to make things happen. And he passed away. But when his son was 17, he decided, Dad, I got to get out of the house. I'm going for a drive. I want to go somewhere. I'm going to go out and visit Long John. So he came out to visit us. And that was probably anyway. Leonard's gone on to be a very good banjo player and played in various bands throughout. The Scrooge McDuck, he was part of those, the McDucks. Just a lot of different things that he's done over the years. And he also now has inherited a thing called the Home Roots Circuit, which is basically house concerts that take place all across the country. And people sign up to host them. And when they do, they got to take on, maybe 5 a year that they've got to do if they say they're going to do it, right? And it's a great way because it means a lot of the money goes directly to the performer and they get to be, and as audiences learn how to be attentive like you guys are, it works out real good. But they've never been allowed to come to the Duncan Showroom. And so we had a talk today and it looks like that's going to happen okay. We're going to be able to make that happen. And I also found out today that we're getting a Martin D6 or 16. Anyway, we're getting an old friend of mine put it up for sale for $1,000, and then he said, "You know what? If it's going to you in the showroom, I'll make a deal." So he's going to come to a lot of shows in the next 3 or 4 years, and we're going to pay him on little installments all the way through. But then we'll have a Martin for a house guitar, which is really nice. All the things that make a day go well, right? I missed the rain. That was good. I felt good about that. And today I ordered, and they're coming, so we got to put a sign up so they won't take them away again. I wear these Crocs slip-ins, right? Because it's really easy to slip your foot in. There's no bending over. It's fine. It's great. But I found out a while ago why they have holes in. You know why Crocs have holes in the top of them? So all your dignity can ooze out. But I found out today that they've actually made a size 15, and I take a size 15 and a half. So I'm anxious to see, because right now these are about a 13, I think, or 12 or 13. So what happens when you're walking in rain? It's just enough to get inside and make your sock become a sponge. Terrible feeling. And we're going to change that up. 4 days it'll be coming in. Now this is one of the things I like about this whole thing about the open mic, is the collaboration that can take place. These are three, Brett and Colin have done some shows together. Brett used to come in for open mic, and then Colin started joining him. And then Elaine used to come in by herself as well. And now they've sat down and got together, and the three of them are doing this little trio that they do, which is kind of neat. And it's actually showcasing Colin's voice a lot more, which I like. It's, they're having fun with it, and that's all about the collaboration that can take place. So if there's anywhere along the evening that any of you players see someone that you want to work with, don't be afraid to chat them up. See if something can happen. Are you guys almost ready? Because I'm running out of shit to say. For those that are new here, these are our Fred Astaire's. You can walk on them gingerly. Oh, God, does he ever stop. Never. Anybody hear about the dentist that got busted for selling drugs just up right here on Jubilee Street? Last Wednesday. It was pretty disturbing to me because I've been going to that guy for 10 years. I didn't know he was a dentist. Hurry up, guys, I'm running out. Or I'll keep on going. That could be worse.
I think we're ready.
So they got a name. We keep on changing it up. I'll always come back to, what do I call it? Not the
Harmonia.
Harmonators. Something like that. We're not too worried about it.
Well, close to harmony. Anyway, they have fun doing what they do. And they pick some songs.
Number one.
And it's good for each of them.
All right.
So the first song is I Won't Back Down.
Well, you're going to wait a minute till Tim gets up there.
Oh.
And I'm not finished talking yet. You guys took so long, I'm going to continue talking. Deb Butler's up next. And then Binks. Then Jody. Then Corey. Michelle. Steve. Brendan. Matthew. Matt, you stay around wherever you are. Unless you're outside smoking cigarettes.
Oh, Matt.
But he's a street guy, and I think he should have the opportunity to get up here and play. That's what I like. Every so often you see some of the people in town walking around with guitars, right? And you're going, how can you let it stay out in the weather like that and everything else? But they play it. And to them, music is a big solace. I know that we have a couple guys that show up from the food bank who play the piano. And they don't have much other things going for them, but once they sit at that piano, you find a whole other part of them that's just so beautiful. Realizing that music is a healing agent. Okay, now you guys take notes, okay? Because this happens each week. These are the things you got to do to be on stage. Okay, well, you've wasted 2 songs so far.
I got one left.
Anyway, we're going to give it 3 songs, but you got to make it feel comfortable. Let's do that.
Thank you. Okay.
So the first one's I Won't Back Down. Tom Petty. Start over again. That's better. Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can't stand me at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. No, I stand my ground. Won't be turned around. And I keep this world from dragging me down. Gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. Well, I know what's right, and I got just one life in a world that keeps on pushing me around. Hey, I'll stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, baby, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. And you know I won't back down. I will stand my ground.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Do you have a volume on your guitar?
What's that?
Do you have a volume control on your guitar?
Probably.
Can you turn it up to 2/3 to 3/4? Where are you at right now?
Now you can hear all my mistakes.
What do we do next?
I don't know. What, Tuesday?
Yeah, okay. This is Tuesday's Gone, Leonard Skinner. Third time we played this song.
Train rolled on down the line. Won't you please take me far away? Now I feel the wind blow outside my door. Means I'm leaving my woman at home. Tuesday's gone with the wind. My baby's gone with the wind. I don't know where I'm going. I just wanna be left alone. Goodness chance, I'll try again. Lord, I'm leaving my woman at home. Tuesday's gone with the wind. Tuesday's gone with the wind. Tuesday's gone with the wind. My baby's gone with the wind. Train rolled on. Tuesday's gone. Train rolled on. Men's from home. See, I'm riding my blues away. But Tuesday, you see, she had to be free, Lord, but somehow I got to carry on. Tuesday's gone with the wind. Tuesday's gone with the wind. Tuesday's gone with the wind. But my baby's gone with the wind.
Okay.
This one's a new one for us too.
Skip the bridge part.
Yeah, this one's Little Lions Band.
for yourself, my man. You'll never be what is in your heart. Weep, little lion man, you're not as brave as you were at the start. Rate yourself and break yourself and take all the courage you have left. Wasted on fixing all the problems that you made in your own head. But it was not your fault but mine, and it was your heart on the line. I really messed it up this time. Deny my dear, oh deny my dear. Tremble for yourself, my man, you know you've seen this all before. Tremble, little lion man, you're not as brave as you always score. This is wasted on your face, your boldness stands alone amongst the wreck. Now learn from your mother or else spend your time biting your own neck. It was not your fault but mine, and it was your heart on the line. I really messed it up this time, didn't I, my dear? But it was not your fault but mine, and it was your heart on the line. I really balled it up this time, didn't I, my dear? Didn't I, my dear? It was not your fault but mine, and it was your heart on the line. I really shacked it up this time, didn't I, my dear? Didn't I, my dear? But it was not your fault but mine, and it was your heart on the line. I really rogered it this time, didn't I, my dear? Didn't I, my dear?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, you guys. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yazoo.
Yes.
Thank you, guys and gal. Okay, we're going to get ready now for Deb Butler's coming up. Not Deb Cutler, Deb Butler. And I found out the other night that some people I thought who knew me didn't realize that I was a leather worker by trade. And that's how I started when I was 17 in Montreal, working at the Kanga leather shop, making belts and bags. And I got into making sandals and guitar straps, which is how I got involved in music. But as I went along, I used to be known as Long John the Leather Worker. My store was called Long John Leatherworks, and everyone said, we know that Leatherworks, but that's Long John, right? But anyway, after a certain amount of time, I decided to quit calling it Leatherwork and called it Designer Dead Cow. Keeps the vegetarians at bay, eh? But this is one of the highlights of my career. The silent wind chime. Like, who really needs to know at 3 o'clock in the morning if it's windy on your front porch? All came from a friend of mine who came back from Mexico with a glass set of wind chimes, which just looked like broken pieces of glass, basically, little rectangles, and they were hanging off fishing wire, fishing thread, right? It was like, what? And I put it on my porch on Gibbons Road, and I found out that the Cowichan River, which runs down there, at about 3 o'clock in the morning in the summer, the wind picks up because of the currents and all that, and it makes a lot of noise on my front porch. That happened 2 nights in a row, and then I taped them up and came up with the silent wind chime. Yes, the mother of necessity. No, what is it? Necessity is the mother of invention. While she's getting ready, have I ever showed you my canes? Have you seen these before? These are kind of neat. A guy named Ollie Olson who used to work on Volkswagens. When he gave that up and retired, he took up woodwork, which is his second passion in life. And he started taking old fences and shaving them down and making canes that looked like saws. And I thought that was really cool. It's got a little gold inlay, got a little rubber knob on the end. But it's a little short for me. So I asked him to make me one that was my height. And he did. He made a couple of them. Here it is right here. It's the right height. Matter of fact, I've used this across the country on airplanes and that. So when they let you get on the flight first, eh? But then I'd show them the thing about it because I said, well, first of all, you got to look. That gold inlay is on there, right? I said, but Ollie, I like it, but what's this design flaw? And he says, longevity. That is not a design flaw. That is a design improvement. That's for the old guys so they don't get their shoes wet.
You can't unsee that once you've seen it.
I made a lot of flight attendants laugh. Anyway, her name's Deb Butler. She's here for 3 songs. She needs your attention and your applause.
Check. Hi. So I'm not from around here. I'm from Rose Prairie, up north in the Peace region. And I'm about 14 miles from the Alaska Highway. And since it was just Remembrance Day yesterday, I thought I might sing a song about the Alaska Highway because up there, Remembrance Day is a big thing. Everybody remembers the construction of the highway. There's a lot of local people that worked on it. And anyway, so in 1942, of course, they built the highway after they bombed Pearl Harbor. The Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. And then the Americans decided they needed to have a highway to Alaska to protect it, and also because they had military installations there and stuff. So the 50th anniversary, of course, was a huge one, and the 75th anniversary was a big one too, which was in 2017. And for that, the CBC had a songwriting contest for songs about the Alaska Highway, and with the intention of making a CD of road songs. And this is my song that made it on the album. So there's a lot of history in the song, actually, and in all the songs that were on that album. Well, back in 42 it hit, arriving first in Dawson Creek. Troops of soldiers and bulldozers off the train, heading up to Fort St. John. They proceeded in the dawn, fighting bold their enemy cold as north they came. American soldiers came marching into town, all dressed in southern clothes, surprising the local folks. The U.S. Army through wilderness would blaze, the Alaska-Canada Highway kicking up the elk and craze of 42. The local trappers and native men with guide surveyors around each bend. Through the bush they had to push at any cost, and so they set each survey stake with huge equipment in their wake. A muskeg battlefield where many lives were lost. American soldiers came marching into town, all dressed in southern clothes, surprising the local folks. The U.S. Army through wilderness would blaze, the Alaska-Canada Highway kicking up the elk and craze of 42. Well, they built it, as you know, 75 years ago. In 9 months, 1,600 miles of road. Well, it took courage, it took gumption. Going clear to Delta Junction, a wonder of the world that would unfold. American soldiers came marching into town, all dressed in southern clothes, surprising the local folks. The U.S. Army, the wilderness would blaze, the Alaska Canada Highway kicking up the elk and crazy 42. Yes, the Alaska Canada Highway kicking up the elk and grays of 42, of 42, of 42, 1942. Thank you. Little history lesson. So this next song is my most recent effort, and I think I'll just leave you to figure it out. You walked right through my dreams last night, and you sat right down in the faded light, and you gazed at me with those soulful eyes, and you left me paralyzed. Well, you walked right in and you looked so fine. I hold that vision in my mind. I hadn't seen you in quite a while, so I melted when you flashed that smile. When you were mine, you were mine. We used to be together all the time, and now you're gone, and now you're gone. So I just dream about you and sing about you in this song. When you were mine, you were mine. We used to be together all the time, and now you're gone, now you're gone. So I just dream about you and sing about you in this song. You walked right through my dreams last night, and you sat right down in the faded light, and you gazed at me with those soulful eyes, and it left me feeling paralyzed. You walked right in and you looked so fine. I hold that vision in my mind. I hadn't seen you in quite a while, so you melted when you flashed that smile. You walked right through my dreams last night. You walked right through my dreams last night. Thank you. That one makes me thirsty. This is an old Patsy Cline. I'm looking for that lonely street. I've got a sad, sad tale to tell. I need a place to go and read. Where's this place called Lonely Street, a place where there's just loneliness, where dim lights bring forgetfulness, and broken dreams and memories meet. Where's this place called Lonely Street? Perhaps upon that lonely street there's someone such as I, who came to bury broken dreams and watch an old love die. If I can find that lonely street where dim lights bring forgetfulness and broken dreams and memories meet, where's this place called Lonely Street? Perhaps upon that lonely street there's someone such as I, who came to bury broken dreams and watch an old love die. If I can find that lonely street where dim lights bring forgetfulness and broken dreams and memories meet, where's this place called Lonely Street? Where's this place called Lonely Street? Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Butler. That was cool. She knows what she's doing. Now, Binks, you guys are leaving now. Now? When Binks is going to get up? Okay, then leave. Go. Get out. Thanks for coming in, though. I appreciate it. Good to see so many people supporting Forte Music and what they're doing. So we still got a good audience left. Yay, Forte. Forte for Forte. Anyway, Binks is here, and this is kind of cool. She's going to be doing, she does backtracks. Now, backing tracks. You got to come to the sober to karaoke.
Yes, I will.
It's so cool.
I am definitely going to. I finally have all my ducks in a row. Everything's just been super hectic lately, and now I'm finally able
Good.
to
You should prioritize. Music should be what you're doing.
Could I get in the stand, please?
Anyway, Binks has been showing up, and that's why we do the special, the sober karaoke, is because to have a full band behind you is hard to find that collaboration, and to find musicians who can do it the way that you're used to singing it when you walk around the house, right? And you're sort of doing your own karaoke when no one's looking, and this is the fun part, is it gets people up on stage. So. How's Tim doing? You ready now, Tim? Okay, her name is Binks. We like what she's doing. You got to give her a warm welcome, though. Give it up for her.
Hello, everybody. Usually I go for a more heavier thing, but tonight I'm going to go a little softer, kind of eerie. I don't know. But I'm going to be doing a spin on Hey There, Delilah for my first song. Hey there, Delilah, don't you worry about the distance. I've got so much left to say. If sing the song, close your restart. Sorry, the lyrics aren't on this one. Let me just redo that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Here we go. Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty, yes you do. Times Square can't shine as bright as you, I swear it's true. Hey there, Delilah, don't you worry about the distance. I'm right there if you get lonely. Give this song another listen, close your eyes. Listen to my voice, it's my disguise. I'm by your side. Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, it's what you do to me. Delilah, I know times are getting hard, but just believe me, girl, someday I'll pay the bills with this guitar. We'll have it good. We'll have the life we knew we would. My word is good. Hey there, Delilah, I've got so much left to say. If every single song I wrote to you would take your breath away, I'd write it all. Even more in love with me, you'd fall. We'd have it all. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 1,000 miles seems pretty far, but they've got planes and trains and cars I'd walk to if I had no other way. Our friends would all make fun of us, and we'll just laugh along because we know that none of them have felt this way. Delilah, I can promise you that by the time that we get through, the world will never ever be the same, and you're the blame. Hey there, Delilah, you be good and don't you miss me. 2 years and you'll be done with school, and I'll be making history like I do. You know it's all because of you. We can do whatever we want to. Hey there, Delilah, here's to you. This one's for you. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me. Thank you very much. Alright, the next song I'm going to be doing is Dear Porcupines by Melanie Martinez. Now, this isn't one of her typical songs. She used to do this during her earlier shows, and she hasn't really done it since she first started up. And you can only actually find it on YouTube. So this one is very, very dear to me because I've been following her for as long as I can remember. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Drowning daily cup of tea. Tell the porcupines to quit stopping me. They make me fall, but I will stand. 'Cause all of them are jerks with their cups in their hands. Now they wanna whisper, whisper from me. 'Cause all of them have watched me on their big screen TVs. But what about little old me? The one who got bullied because of her teeth. I hope you all are watching my middle finger rise to the bullies in the schoolyard. I know my mind. Now you say you love me, but what about before? When I was just that silly little girl next door. Why are you so mad? Is it 'cause I'm classy and you're trash bag? And teasing and laughing resonates to my heart. And now you're calling me 'cause you want a fresh start. Now look at your boys, you can't believe your eyes. You told me I was ugly and I took it by surprise. You should have been nicer 'cause look where I'm at. While you copy Mac Miller wearing snapback hats. I hope you all are watching my middle finger rise to the movies in the schoolyard. I know I'm on your mind. Now you say you love me, but what about before? When I was just that silly little girl next door. Why would you be so mean, talking trash about me? All I wanted was a friend to laugh and cry and spend all the eternity, or even just a week. Even just a week. I hope you all are watching my middle finger rise to the bullies in the schoolyard. I know my mind. Now you say you love me, but what about before? When I was just that silly little girl next door. Thank you very much. All right, the last one I'm doing is a song by Harley Poe. He's, I would say folk, but I don't really know what genre he is, I'm gonna be completely honest. But this song is called Ouija. Gonna play a show at a house tonight. Gonna turn up the tunes, gonna turn down the lights. It's looking right, looking good. Who's to say I wouldn't, only if I could. I feel I miss my role when I said no, but you can't have it all, that's how things go. So I'll just play my guitar, and when I'm through I'll sit all by myself, thinking of you. After a while, getting high in the bathroom gets old. And drinking too much, well, it's making my face look oh so old. Let's do something different. successful? Were you clever when you wanted it? Did you get it? Well, here's your chance. Do it again. Do it through me, but it's still your sin. I wanna taste it. No consequences. We'll give each other our second chances. Do what you want. 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 If you were evil, then I'll do evil. If you were good, did you regret it? Were you successful? Were you clever when you wanted it? Did you get it? Well, here's your chance. Do it again. Do it through me, but it's still your sin. I wanna taste it. No consequences. We'll give each other our second chances. Do what you want. 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 Play a show at a house tonight. Gonna turn up the tunes, gonna turn down the lights. Kids looking ripe and looking good. Used to say I won't, 'cause I know I would. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you, Binks. So tall. I love that part. You know, when people used to ask me when I was growing up whether or not I played basketball, I asked them if they played miniature golf. Kept them in their place. So don't go leaving yet. What? Is that yours?
Yes, I did.
There you go.
Yes, I did. Oh, okay.
Well, there, whatever. So, Jody, you're up next. Jody's going to be playing the piano? No, she's got something else. Oh, God. Tim, have you seen this? See, she brought it in a blanket and a basket. You only doing one song? With it or just one song? One song with it. Okay. And then Corey, you're up next. And then Michelle, Steve, then Brendan, as I remember correctly, then Matthew, if he's still here. There you are, right. And then Michael. Michael's the last one because he's the last one in. So it's not that we put him at the bottom for any reason. He just ends up there. You all having fun so far? Yep. That's cool. Do you know about the theater seats? They came from the Jehovah's Witnesses, so at any time if you get the urge to want to start knocking on door and handing out literature, could you make sure it's ours? Thank you. You know what happens when you cross a Jehovah's Witness with a Hell's Angel? Someone that comes to your door and tells you to F off. What is it? What's it called? It's a synthesizer. A synth. Easy for you to say, yeah. Hey, what else is coming up? If you like blues, anybody who's watching online too, don't forget to come down and see Brandon Isaac on the 30th. It's the last show of the month. You might want to catch him. Nominated for Junos this year, nominated for Maple Blues Awards. And he lives in the Cowichan Valley. And some of the times, Dana Braithwaite and Chris Whiteley live in the valley. And so does Blue Moon Marquis. And so does Eugene Smith. So when I tell all the bigwigs in the blues scene back east, I say, guess who's all living in Duncan now? Hey, I told you. This is the Kappa, the mecca of music, the Cowichan Valley, Duncan specifically. You ready? You guys work it out, but you make her feel comfortable. Come on, Jody.
Are we good to go? Yeah. Oh, okay, sorry.
You can hear it, right?
Yeah. Hi. So I've had this little instrument for a while. It's I don't know. You don't care about all the details. But I've had it for a while, but I haven't, for whatever reasons, various reasons, haven't really learned it that well. But I thought, hey, if I decide to bring it out here, then that will get me playing it. And so I just have one song today because I only wrote one song on it this week. I finished it on Friday. I'll see how it goes. But so the song is called "The Dark," and it's kind of about how everybody like carries within themselves light and dark. And then when you're in a relationship, you kind of discover just how deep the darkness is, and work through that kind of stuff. It's also I was inspired by this Scottish ballad, which tells the story of this man called Tam Lin, and he is cursed, and the only way that he can be saved from hell is if his true love Janet finds him on Halloween and holds on to him really tight, and then the fairy queen like causes him to transform into like all these fearsome creatures and turns him like ice cold and then red hot. And if she can hold on, Janet, if she can hold on to him through all this, then he will become himself again and he will be free. And I think that's like the most amazing hug I've ever heard of. And I just remember that story from when I was a kid, and I always loved it. And it came to mind this week when I was writing this. So yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be interesting, I guess.
Darkness is flooding in, but do you see the faintest glimmer of light? In the night sky. It's hard to behold the shadow behind your eyes. I know I can't understand, but I'll keep staying right here by your side. And I'll keep searching for the light. me come back in. The dark will still be out here waiting. Step outside. When you pull away, every time that you step outside. I'm here but you've gone to sleep. But even there in the deep dark tomb of the night, I'll carry both our hearts back to the light. I thought I was turns out I can hurt and I'll do it again. Can I have another chance? Will you let me come back in? The dark will still be out there waiting. Snapping jaws, will it be scratching claws? Will it be cold as stone? Or will it be hot as cold? I'm gonna break the spell and get you out of hell. Let's go to the light. I don't wanna wrestle and fight. All our hurts and be lovers again. Let's watch the firelight dance, hold each other close and stay in. The dark will still be out there waiting. Thanks. Thank you for bearing with me. I will learn this thing a bit better.
We should all get a chance to play with one. Corey. Don't leave, guys. Corey's getting up. Come on up, sir. You going to stand or sit?
I'll stand.
Okay. I'll move the stool. Corey's been coming the last little while to open mics and also to our flow, which is for the love of words. And I think you'll enjoy what he does. If not, tough shit. Anyway, his name's Corey. We like what he does. Give it up for him,
well,
please.
give it up to everybody. Give it up for yourselves for staying here, watching everybody do their thing. My goodness, that was a neat little machine just now, man. I felt like I was traveling through time. It was like you know what it sounds like? It sounds like every video game from the 1980s, like Donkey Kong. Except then it would go up and it would go super high and then low again. It was like a ape was chasing me. It was pretty wild. This comedy is fun. This stuff sucks. Comedy's hard. It's fun sometimes, but other times it's bad, man. I remember the first time I did it, I got up and I was nervous, right? It was like 400 people, and I was like, wasn't ready. And I just I couldn't remember the words. I was just standing up here like an idiot. And then some guy yells in the back, he's like, "This sucks. I want my $10 back." He screams it. You know who it was? My Uncle Les. I'm like, dude, you owe me $10. I just deal with it, dude. Man. I think the hardest thing about this is you got to play to so many different groups of people, like different ages. Like some days you got to do like teenagers and then old folks' homes. And it's like a big gap in what people kind of know and what they like. I just finished playing at old folks' home like last week. And I got up and I do 10 minutes. And like the best 10 minutes of jokes I have. And when the 10 minutes is over, I look at them and they're all like sleeping. It's like, God damn it, man. And I'm thinking, this dude's going to fire me. Like, that's a bad job I'm doing. And then he comes up at the end, he's like, "Man, that was amazing." I'm like, "They're sleeping. How could that be good?" He was like, "The other comics, they only lasted 3 minutes. 4, one of them, like 10, come back." I'm like, "Dude, I'm not coming back. This sucks." He was, "Come back. I swear to God, it'll be so easy. You can tell all the same jokes over again because they can't remember any of them." I'm like, "All right, that's easy money. I'll do it." Oh, man. It's always funny. I always thought like the older I got, the more, the less I would care about what other people thought of me, right? The less vain I would be. But what I realized is like some people never grow out of that vanity, even when they're older. Like my grandma, I was trying to find someone to date her a while back. And, she's an older lady, and I fixed her up with a dude who lived across the street. They went out to White Spot. He took her out, right, with his check. And I'm like, okay, it's finished as I go back to her, and I say, "Hey, how was it?" And she goes, "He's bald." I'm like, "So are you. Like, you're wearing a wig. What are you worried about?" And then she said, "He's too short." I'm like, "Still, you're in a wheelchair. How can you worry now? Like, you got a free meal out of it. Like, who do you like?" I'm like, I get sick of dealing with it. I'm like, who is good to you? I like Aquaman. You know who Aquaman is? Jason Momoa. You guys know who that is? He's just jacked. He's like a 270-pound Hulk. She's like, "That's who I would want to be with." I'm like, my God, like that guy would split you open like a piece of cedar. Like you can't. It's wrong, but it's true, right? Like you got to get someone a little bit older. I don't know. Merv Griffin, is he still alive? Is he gone? No, gone. Is he? He would have been good. Plus, he owns like a whole bunch of hotels. That would have been really good. We thought when you're young, you always think you're gonna be rich. That's what I always thought. Like I want to be super rich. Now I just want good hip mobility. That's it. That's like a full squat now. To do a full squat, that's like winning the lottery to me now. Like 10 years ago, like, who can't do that? But now it's like a big thing, man. Remember powdered milk? Exactly. Does everyone know what that is here? Most people don't know what it is anymore. Like, if I ask most people, are like, what? Powdered milk was the worst. I had it growing up. It tastes, it tastes like sour water.
And it's lumpy.
It was lumpy too. It was so it was so gross. I remember there was this stray cat who came into our yard when I was a kid, and it was like emaciated. Like it was like all like the fur was torn out of it. There's ribs were showing. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna help this little cat out. And I gave it a bowl of the powdered milk, and I swear to God, it sniffed it and looked up at me like, take me to the fucking pound. Are you kidding? It's like, I don't want this milk. This milk is horrible. Oh, it's so gross. Yeah, it's good job. I enjoyed that. Yeah, I don't know. We always wanted better. That was the big thing. I wanted 2% milk, like homo milk. Like that would have seemed like the best thing ever, to have homo milk. And it's just my mom and I, right? And we used to fight. Like, we'd argue a lot. She'd be like, why can't you get better grades? Like, why can't you fuck a rich guy? That's how I felt. I wanted milk and better shoes. It's funny. You always think when you're young, you think your parents are like good people. But when you get older, you realize like they can be shady. They're not always shady, but somewhere. I remember my dad and I were driving down the street once. And this is like in the 1980s, maybe 1990s. And like, he cracked a beer. He was drinking and driving. He cracked a beer. It's like the middle of the day. And then he took like a right turn. And then at the right turn, like way up, you could see like a police, like what do you call it? Like a checkpoint. And he took his beer and is throwing it out, just he just like slammed it and then grabbed it and threw it in the back of the truck. Like it just clanged around in the back. And then he's like, quick, put your seatbelt on. But he didn't put it on. He just like wrapped it around and just sat on it. I'm like, why don't you just actually put it on? Like, it's the same amount of effort. I'm like, do you listen to any rules at all, dude? And then he knew the cops. Like, the cops were like his best friends from his football team. So it's just crazy the 80s. Like, you didn't have to follow any rules back then. This is fun. Where did that girl go with the pink hair? She was awesome. Everybody left before her. It's like I feel like they owed her money or something. Right? I don't know. Comedy's fun. You know the thing with comedy? This is how you know you do bad when you're doing comedy. So you get off stage and people walk up to you. They're like, oh my God. They give you like a big shake. Yeah, you know what? You're so courageous. If you hear that, that means you better learn how to sing. That's a bad sign. Like, I never would have said those words in front of those people. Man, you're crazy. Man. You guys like intellectual humor? Clap if you like intellectual humor. Yeah. It's too bad. You're fresh out of luck tonight. It's like 5 more minutes of this. No. I don't know. So what else? What other jokes are there here? What do we have? Hell's Angels. You guys know the Hell's Angels? You know who the Hell's Angels' biggest rival is now? Heart disease. They're getting older. Like, it's like, what happened? Like, remember before, back in the day, it's like, look out. I got a Glock. And you're like, a Glock? Like, glaucoma? My dog's got dementia. Okay. I always thought it's funny. Like everyone's got different dreams in comedy. Most people that do comedy want to be like on Netflix. That's the big thing. Netflix or Comedy Central. You know what my dream in comedy is? To be on BET. Do you guys know what BET is? It's like the black channel in the U.S. It's like because if you're a white dude and you get on the black channel, if you get on BET, that's like the best thing that you could ever do. Like lots of people get on Netflix, you just have to have like a good uncle or something that can get you in. But BET, that's like if you can make that, you're like the Larry Bird of the stand-up comedy world. That would be the best thing. And if you're at the taping of that, you're the BET taping. And the best things, like, because all the black comics are in the back, and they're, like, looking at you like, damn. And you're doing so good, they're like, damn, man, that white guy actually is good. And then when you're, after the taping's over, you walk out to your car, and then you get your ass kicked by them. That's when you know you've made it in comedy, when Jamal just, beats you in the rib cage. Anybody? This is like the worst set ever. Oh, my God, this is so hard. Usually people laugh at them, but you never know. Oh my God, this is brutal. Yeah, it's funny. One time I was a male stripper in college. Yeah, believe that? I know. That's what I was in the gym working out, right? And then this girl comes up to me. She goes, "Hey, dude, do you want to be a stripper?" I'm like, "What do you think? I'm a piece of meat?" Yeah, I do. Actually, I'll do it. And then, but I was young. I was like 19 or something. And they gave me like a firefighter outfit, and then just the address of the place. And I was like, all right. And I said I was gonna do it, but I was gonna get my buddies from my football team to do it with me, but nobody would do it. I was like, oh no, this isn't. I thought it'd be more fun with all of us. No one would do it. And then, but I took the money, so I'm like, I got to show up. I didn't want to show up, but I said I have to do it just to be the right thing. So I drove to like wherever the place was, but we were drinking, and I was all like having alcohol because I was scared and I didn't want to do it. And then so I get to like the house, and I'm like, you do, man, you gotta do it. And I'm on this heavy firefighter outfit, and I'm like, promise is a promise. And then I kicked the door, and I got into the foyer, and I was like, woo, who's here? Daddy's here to put out the fire. What's up? And I turned around, and it was just like some Asian family eating dinner. I went to the wrong house. Apple Lane, Apple Grove. That's not the same street at all. Yeah, what I'm saying is stay in school. All right, guys. Well, that's enough for me. Thank you for listening. I appreciate that. Okay. Bye.
Get up playing the guitar is difficult. You get up there just with a piece of paper, man, and your brain, and hope that the world likes it. Guy's good, Corey. Give it up for him one more time.
Thank you.
A couple of his shows he's done, he's had me thinking about things I never thought that I would think about again, and then I get thinking about them and realize just how humorous they were. Parts of just living. Right now, Michelle's going to be up. And then Steve. Then Brandon. Who's outside, is he? Oh, no, he's here. And again, thank you for those that are staying right to the end. It's a big thing for those that do get up on stage. We'd like to get everybody to have a full audience all the time, but for God's sakes, it is almost 10 to 10. Thank God that Ted just has to walk upstairs to go home. Whereas I got to drive 17 minutes up a mountain road and down a dirt road.
I'm playing the fiddle for you.
Are you? Fiddle. Hey, I love it. I love taking that ride home. It's a beautiful drive. I have a friend, Mort Goss, who I used to go to his house in Kenora. And again, you go down, it's asphalt road, then you make a left, and then you're on a dirt road, then one more dirt road, then you're at his house. But going down that dirt road always made me feel like there was, I'm going to go see a friend. My dog's going to get it out to run. My dog I'd even let him out of the car, and he'd run ahead because he knew where he was going, right? And Mort liked to cook food, and we both enjoyed music, and it was a great time, him and his family. So I think about that every time, almost every night when I go up to the house. I think about going to his place and just all the good things. And that's what you got to do, is assimilate to positiveness whenever you can. Positive memories, positive this, positive that, and it comes around. And music helps you do that. Michelle's going to get up and play you some music. Are you going to do an original?
2 originals, I think.
Cool. Thank you. The epitome of what we want to happen here. Michelle is one of them.
All right, so I've got some noise going on. I'd like to sing you a song. It's called My Darling Chickpea. It's an old-fashioned kind of song, too. Darling chickpea, what are you doing to me? As you roll out of the can and jump in the pan for me. Oh, those dishes you make that I happily ate, you're so delicious and more than precious to me. Who wouldn't make a fuss what made you famous? It's not mysterious, it's gotta be your hummus. Maybe I'm being sentimental, but I'm glad that you're not a lentil. Sweet peas bear consideration, and honey, you're at the top of my appreciation. My darling chickpea, what are you doing to me? As you roll out of the can and jump in the pan for me. And who would have thought that a legume would cause my heart to bloom? Maybe it's your calories, your pulse candle rivalries for me. Maybe I'm being sentimental, but I'm glad that you're not a lentil. Sweet peas bear consideration, honey, you're at the top of my appreciation. My darling chickpea, what are you doing to me? You roll out of the can and jump in the pan for me. Lentils might have more protein, and sweet peas had more green. But baby, you're my darling garbanzo bean. Oh, my darling chickpea, what are you doing to me? As you roll around my head and jump into bed with me. So that was my song. This one won't be, this will be an Amy Winehouse song. he left. No time to regret. No wet with his safe bet. Me, my head held high. My tears are dry, getting on without my guy. You went back to what you knew, so far removed from all that we went through. I tread a troubled track. My odds are stacked that I'll go back to black. We only said goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You went back to her, and I went back to. I went back to us. I love you much, but it's not enough. You love blow and I love puff. And life, it's like a pipe, and I'm a tiny penny rolling up the walls inside. We only said goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You went back to her, and I went back to black. 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 We only said goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You went back to her, and I went back to, and I went back to black. I love you in the morning. I love you late at night. But all long days through our hills, bickering, we bitch and we fight. From the coffee after breakfast, we find the liquor at last. The faces we wear and the phrases we swear. We make the children cry, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking the kids to mother, then I'm finding another guy. in the morning. I love you late at night. But ever since that first kiss, all we do is piss and moan and complain till our hearts turn lame, our feelings do the same. I'm giving up on guys and all the tricks that you try. I'm tired of all your games, my heart will not be tamed. I'm taking the kids to mother, then I'm finding my curvy lover. I love you in the morning. I love you late at night. But try as we might, I step on your toes, then you bloody my nose. I'm taking my kids, but not to my mother. I'm not even gonna bother with finding another lover. I don't wanna mingle, I gotta learn to be single. I gotta learn to be a better mother. I love you in the morning. I love you late at night. But try as we might, I step on your toes, then you bloody my nose. I'm taking my kids, but not to my mother. I'm not even gonna bother with finding another lover. I don't wanna mingle, I gotta learn to be single. I gotta learn to be a better mother. That was one of my songs. I call that the Better Mother Blues. Thank you, everyone.
Yepper. Oh, Laura, you're playing at 3:30 on December 15th. What is it called? The harmonica? Couch and Harmonica Band. After you know who you're after?
Who?
Michelle.
Right on.
Yeah, Michelle's opening the.
I enjoyed that song, Michelle. Thank you very much.
Way cool. Now we've got Steve. Are you sitting?
Yes.
That means I got to stand up. It's okay.
Yeah, say something.
There you be. Everybody's getting these magics. Must be a new Long and McQuaid in town. God, they're making money. Well, now you can afford to spend it because you're not spending it on gas money to get to the Long and McQuaid, right? It's just around the corner. I didn't realize the back of the guitar was that nice. Wow.
Not a bad guitar, John. Takamine.
It's a Takamine. That's what they do, doesn't it? They do stuff like that. Okay. Mr. Steve. A round of applause for the gentleman.
Thanks, John. Everybody's enjoying the mushrooms they're finding. Yeah, so these are all violin tunes, fiddle tunes, and older, of course. And if I brought a violin, I don't think John appreciated. I don't think anybody appreciated it. So. So one's called Bill Cheatham. There's a couple other East Coast tunes. So it's probably going to be pretty short and sweet here. Sort of thing. I don't even know the name of that. New Brunswick, place like that. There's another one. Thank you. It's a lot easier to play at home. I don't know what it is. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Brendan is up. And then Matt. Now you know that we record this, eh, Matthew?
I do now.
Yeah, and it goes on YouTube, so you can go to the Duncan Showroom YouTube channel and watch it. That's cool. And then you can send it to all your friends and your enemies. You can send it to everybody. Makes no choice. Makes no difference. What am I saying? Choice. God damn. I knew choice was a word, but I don't think it fit there. But I still used it anyway. You know. I need a sleep. You're trying to get rid of that cold. If anyone's had it, it goes on and on and on and on. Hard to get rid of it, but do your best. Take lots of rest. And don't spread it. I've had to stay home a couple of days now. That's okay. Cuddle up with the dogs. Dr. Gabby, our 16-and-a-half-year-old dachshund Chihuahua cross. Yeah. My dog. Now, do you want a music stand to put it on? Here. Here. Yo. Of course it works.
Well, I tried doing this roll one time and it did not work. So I'll do this.
Up it goes. All right. Looking like success. Oh, I know the songs you're going to do. He's going to play to some tracks. It's good to have him back. He'll also be here at our sober karaoke. Give it up for Brendan, please. Yay!
Thank you, guys. On, off, I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to sing I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt for the first one. And we'll go from there. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. It's so sexy it hurts. And I'm too sexy for my melon. Too sexy for my melon in New York and Japan. And I'm too sexy for your body. Too sexy for your body. I'm ready to go dancing. I'm a model, you know what I mean. And I do a little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah. I'll do a little turn on the catwalk. I'm too sexy for my car, too sexy for my car, too sexy by far. And I'm too sexy for my hat, too sexy for my hat. What do you think about that? I'm a model, you know what I mean. And I do a little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah. I'll shake my little tush on the catwalk. Too sexy for my, too sexy for my. I'm a model, you know what I mean. And I do a little turn on the catwalk, yeah, on the catwalk. You know what the catwalk, yeah. I shake my little tush on the catwalk. I'm too sexy for my cat, too sexy for my cat. Poor pussy, oh pussy cat. I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love. Love's gonna leave me. I'm too sexy for the song, too sexy for the song. Yeah, you know. Too sexy. Yeah. Okay, so that was the first one. Okay, that was an easy one to bring up, so give me a sec. Tick tock, right? Okay. TNT. ACDC. Which one do I press? So. Oi! 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 See me riding out to sunset on your color TV screen. Out for that I can get, if you know what I mean. Woman to the left of me, woman to the right. And I ain't got no gun, and I ain't got no knife. And don't start no fight, 'cause I'm TNT, I'm dynamite. And I gotta win the fight. I'm a power love. Dirty, mean, and a mighty unclean. I'm a wanted public enemy number one. Understand? So lock up your daughter and walk up your wall. Lock up your back door and run for your life. The man is back in town, so don't be messing around. 'Cause I'm TNT, I'm dynamite, and I'm gonna win the fight. I'm power low. Watch me explode. Watch me explode. Okay, so I've been kind of practicing. Okay, we'll see how it goes on this one. I kind of practiced those when I first did those ones too, so it should be okay. Okay, let's see if we got this one right. Yeah. Pretty woman walking down the street. Pretty woman, I kinda want to meet a pretty woman. I don't believe you, you're not the truth. You could look as good as you. Mercy. Pretty woman, you know what I mean. Pretty woman, I couldn't help but see a pretty woman. And you look lovely, and that can be, you're so lonely, just like me. Pretty woman, stop a walk. Pretty woman, take a walk. Pretty woman, get your smile to me. Pretty woman, yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty woman, look my way. Pretty woman, say you'll stay with me. 'Cause I need you, I'll treat you right. Come with me, baby, be mine tonight. Pretty woman, don't walk on by. Pretty woman, don't make me cry. Pretty woman, don't walk away, yeah. Oh, okay. If that's the way, it must be okay. I guess I'll go home and it's late. There'll be tomorrow night, but we'll wait. What do I see? She walking back to me. Yeah, she's walking back to me. Oh, pretty woman, my way. So that's my 3 songs. That was my new one. I tried.
Roy Orbison, yeah.
You liked it? It was okay.
Yeah, you did okay. Okay, well, now we got Matthew's getting up. Now you want to stand or sit? We have a chair here for a stool for you. And we have a music stand if you want it. Do you have a plug-in? No, we have to mic it. That can be done. You can step on it. Where are you from? Where would you start off with? Surrey. Oh, it does. You did. No, he's just as a person. We all do. I come from Smiths Falls. I used to say the same thing about Smiths Falls, Ontario, but then I realized you got to be born somewhere.
We're all here, the island.
You know.
That's what's important. I love this island.
It's a pretty nice place. You know, if I had to, I mean, I get to wear sandals year round.
I get to wear bare feet.
And you kind of go, you know, that, and if anyone stops you and asks you for a conversation, or it says hello, or how you doing, that's an invite for a conversation, and it's also got some of the best pot in the world. 3 very good reasons to be. In my case, 4, because this town lets me get away with what they let me get away with. Because I know if I was to ask for permission, they would never give it to me. But once they see it works, they say, okay, let's do it. I.e., the 39 days of July. Crazy idea. Anyway, His name's Matthew, and for those of us that are still in the room, let's give him a loud applause and make him feel comfortable. First time.
Yeah, the song is I don't even know what song I'm gonna play. The song's called "Remember." It's my friend G kind of inspired this song. Yeah, here goes. Sometimes I wonder why I was brought to paradise. Was this really meant to be my life? Even the good Lord above must have made a mistake once or twice. And if that's the case, I better make it worth my time. I remember what you said to me. You said, remember what I say to you. And there was something else that I don't recall right now, but I'm sure it was how I felt. And I know I'm asking a lot, asking for some of what you got. I ain't never been a burden like this before, and I know that I haven't been living up to my end of being a friend, but my demon's back and I'm fighting once again. I remember what you said to me. You said, remember what I said to you. Was something else that I don't recall right now, but I'm sure it was how I felt. Now where was I again? Oh yeah, demons, I've been battling. They knocked on the door and I let them in. And I know it was up to me, but they were whispering so seductively. And I hope you'll never understand, 'cause there's only one way you ever can. I remember what you said to me. You said I love you. Thank you. I've never been on an actual stage with lights like that. Quite. It's fucked up. Okay. Hey, yeah, that's better. Thank you. Okay, the song's about an ex-girlfriend. I don't feel this way anymore. You know, she's got a soul, but I was angry. I first met you, I thought heaven sent you. Now I know it can't be so, 'cause you ain't got a soul. You might have fooled me once or twice, but now I realize the line, it's all you do. You wouldn't know the truth if it up and hit you. Betrayed for the last time, you shouldn't have crossed that line. Truth always comes to light, and eventually everyone will see who you are. Now I'm just doing what I said I would. You know I don't lie. You claim you misunderstood with a sad, sad look in your eye. I must have told you 1,000 times you're breaking this heart of mine. You kept on keeping on like everything was fine. Betrayed for the last time. You should not cross that line. The truth always comes to light, and eventually everyone will see who you are. When I first met you, I thought heaven sent you. It didn't take me long to tell. You crawled your ass right out of hell. I pray 10 times a day in hopes that you'll stay away. If that don't work, well, it's off to church. You follow me there and you burst into flames. Betrayed for the last time. You should not cross that line. The truth always comes to light, and eventually everyone will see who you are.
Thank you. Yeah, I had no idea what songs I was going to play. All right, this is a newer one. This is the last one. People always ask me what's my favorite song. It's the last one I wrote, I guess. Yeah, I have like ADHD and shit. I can't learn covers. I get bored. So, okay, the song is what? Okay, I'm trying to remember what song I was just gonna play. What's it called? I don't know what it's called yet. I'll just play it.
I was born in the middle of a storm. My bucket was red, but the pages were torn. And when I found myself on the ground, I could have sworn it was you. Lit the fire, kept me warm, kept me warm. And the cold claws in my bones, I hear angels singing songs about going home, and I hope that they're wrong, but only God knows. Only God knows. Only God knows. I could have sworn I was looking for more, but you and I had other things in store. And before I could open the door, you crawled through the window of my soul, of my soul. And the cold claws in my bones, I hear angels singing songs about going home, and I hope that they're wrong, but only God knows. Only God knows. I was alone, I was feeling rather stoned when I noticed that the moon set the tone, and a cold wind was blowing from the north, from the star, from the star. From the star. The cold claws in my bones, I hear angels singing songs about going home, and I hope that they're wrong, but only God knows.
Thank you.
Well, make sure more people get a chance to hear you. Nicely done, sir. Something good that came out of Surrey. Okay, who do we got? We got Michael. But Michael's not going to be the last one tonight. Todd's here. He wants to do one song. These are some new stands we got. Coolio. Oh, have we? We're gonna tomorrow. Andy O'Kell's coming in at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we're gonna go through all the drum hardware and keep 2 sets, and the rest of it goes off into another place, and he'll put everything together so it's the best. That'll be cool.
You want more than one, or do you want the light? Put it on that one. I don't know.
The death of the silence. Here we are, so damn quiet. Well, he's getting ready, Corey. Something that actually happened to me in real life was I had 13 dogs, Pomeranian Shih Tzu Terriers. And I named them all sorts of different names, like Gemini, the twins, Gem and I. I went on to have puppies. One of them was You, because she looked like a sheep. So I was the mother to You. And whenever they were, there was all sorts of great things. There was Gosh Golly Darn You, the triplets. There was Big Guy, who was a solo guy from his mom, the matriarch, and I had puppies at the same time, so about a week afterwards. So he lived a really weird life as a solo, but amongst a bunch of other dogs. And so because of that, there was a girl, Gosh had a puppy named, I named her, and I kept her, her name was Little Girl. But unfortunately, and as true stories are, behind the Duncan garage, there's a pathway that used to go up to the top where you could go to the Mercury Theater or to the church on either side. And at the very top was a little stand of maple trees. Enough that, anyway, I'll get to that. It's a Sunday morning, 10 o'clock, I'm trying to leave. All the dogs get in the van. It was a Toyota van at the time. They knew, they all had their little slots, they all got in, so it was really cool. They all knew never to get out the driver's door, only on the passenger side, because that was always on the side of the sidewalk, right? So, except for a little girl who always tried to get out with me. I forgot something. I got out of the truck. I go to get it, and just as I shut the door, little girl jumps out and catches her tail, and it bends the end and breaks it, right? So she yelps, and I'm going, I don't care. Get in the car, little girl, right now. And then little girl wants to diffuse the whole thing, so she looks up and goes, oh, there's something to bark at. I'll go bark, and that way he won't give me shit. So she starts running up this little hill, and as she gets to the top, and I'm running after her going, little girl, get in the car right now. Sure as hell, there's a 7-year-old girl with skirt and little white socks and sandals standing there with her summer dress on, and the church, the back door's open, and I'm yelling, little girl, get in the car. Now. And I realized what had happened, so I had to tell her real quick that it was funny that my dog's name was Little Girl. And as a matter of fact, I got a whole bunch of, no, I don't even want to see my dogs. You just stay here, I'm going to back off like this never happened. But I'm screaming, little girl, get in the car, right? It's not like I'm. So I changed little girl's name to Little Earl. She woke up with it. She ended up living with a complex and a bit of trauma, but that's okay. I didn't have to go to jail, so. Life stories, as they make some. Anyway, you about ready now, sir? Okay, I got no more stories. No, bullshit. Anyway, Michael, take it away. 3 songs.
Thank you. It's funny about this. I was thinking today about this time change thing, and it always seems the middle, as soon as time change,
comes in, fall back. It's like the middle of winter. Does anybody feel that way? It's like it messes with your bio clock or something. I'm not sure why they have to do that to us, but you gotta feel it's like, oh, middle of winter. I mean, why don't they?
My son pointed this out to me. If we didn't do it, kids would be walking to school at 9 o'clock in the morning in the dark.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess they.
That's why they changed it.
Right. Well, it was factories. Oh, and I heard somewhere it was, they thought about farms too. Yeah.
because the animals really care what time
That's what I was
that's why they did
thinking.
it.
So- okay, so we got kids. The kids are coming and going to school in the dark anyway. You know, oftentimes too. The blackouts. Oh, maybe that was it. Yeah. Yeah, it seems crazy. Yeah, 'cause it certainly doesn't make much sense for the animals. It's like, oh, I don't
Because I
believe.
know my animals
we
don't give a shit.
No, they get up
Their
on.
time is their time.
Yeah, yeah.
You do that or you're dead.
They're on their own. They're on their time. The days. Yeah.
What's your second song?
Oh, sorry. He's getting impatient. I'm sorry, sir. Why don't we split the difference? I was thinking, and then it would be like noon 30. High noon would be noon 30. Well, I get for her every day, and if I can say it every way, and I wait for her every night just to see her shine, just to see her sparkle and shine so bright. She is my morning star, always near, even when she's far, and she's my guiding light. Her energy is all me, oh my. Her energy is all me, oh my delight. And in the morning when I awake, her twinkling eyes will never fade. And when the daylight takes her away, the thought of her, well, it keeps me. The thought of her keeps on keeping me safe. She is my morning star, always near even when she's far. She is my guiding light. Her energy is all me, oh my. Her energy is all me, oh my delight. And in the evening when I come home, her sparkling nature just turns me on. And in the night when we rest as one, her loving radiance keeps on keeping me. Her loving radiance keeps on keeping me warm. 'Cause she is my morning star, always near even when she's far. She is my guiding light. Her energy is all me, oh my. Her energy is all me, oh my delight. Well, I get for her every day, and I get for her in every way, and I wait up for her every night just to see her sparkle and shine, just to see her sparkle and shine so bright. Well, oh, darn! I didn't have the pickup set right there. The switch was, oh well. That was the song. It's called Morning Star. Here's a song that it's called Hey There. I tried it once before. See if I Just in your power suit, your fancy ties, practice what you preach and preach what you practice. Say what you mean what you say. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And friend like you may become an enemy. You don't have to tell us that you love us, 'cause your actions speak louder than your words. As we elect you, represent us in good faith. This may be wishful naivety, but wouldn't our lives be easier? Wouldn't we all be better off that way? Wealth of the people flows through your hands. And the power of the people is at your command. So say what you do and do what you say. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. We may lose all trust in authority. As we ask of each other, so do we ask of you. As you expect from us, so do we expect from you. As you plus us equals one in the same. This may be wishful naivety, but how are we supposed to believe in anything that you say? Lead by example and be responsible. Remember the rule about and for the people. Act in good faith and we'll be yours always. So say what you do and mean what you say, and love the people, love the planet. What is so complicated out there? Cheers. Thanks. All right. This is a song called A Little Bit of All Right. us much of anything. Share a little of that, alright. We can afford the time, the moment to reflect. Get the rope a little slack. Share a little bit of alright. That'll do me just fine. That'll do me just fine. That'll do me just fine. You know we got these needs. You know built to please. You know we can't be perfect all of the time. Consider the views from the other side. Share a little of that, alright. We can afford some time. Write a little respect. Trusting that we won't forget. Share a little of that, alright. That'll do me just fine. That'll do me just fine. You know we got these needs. You know I'm built to please you. You know we can't be perfect all of the time. You know we got these needs. You know I'm built to please you. You know I'm made to love you with all my might. Doesn't take much to extend a helping hand. Share a little of that, alright. We can afford some time. Doesn't take much to provide a gentle touch. Share a little bit of alright, and that'll do me just fine. That'll do me just fine. You know you got these needs. You know I'm built to please. You know it can't be perfect all of the time. You know you got few needs. You know I'm built to please you. You know I'm made to love you with all my might. Little bit to forgive. Try to live and let live. Share a little of that, alright. We can afford the time. Need a little kindness. Seems a bit of fun. Share a little of that, alright. That'll do me just fine. That'll do me just fine. You know we got these needs. You know I'm built to please. You know I'll be perfect all of the time. You know we got these needs. You know I'm built to please you. You know I'm made to love you with all my might. Could provide the time. Share a little of that, alright. Should help us through the day and the night. Should get us through the day and the night. Oh, cheers. Thanks, sir. First go around of that one, sir. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
So you got to imagine there's this guy lying in bed, staring at his telephone with his bewildered look on his face. Lying beside him is this beautiful young lady. She leans over and says, "Who's texting you, babe?" And he looks at his phone and talks to her. He says, "It's my wife. She's going to be late. She says she's with you at the mall." Isn't that irony? I just love that. So you already got one song. That's good, because then we're all going home. Where are you? There he is. Another 3.5 hour open mic. Always fun. And wonderful to see it all over the map tonight. I really enjoy that. All different styles. For those who are watching, make sure you donate if you get an opportunity. It's only $5. Fuck, come on. Can that hurt you? Well, maybe it does, you know. But if you can sit at home, if you're not watching it on a computer and you're watching it on a big screen with a good sound system and you're not paying me $5 so we can keep this place going, then something's just a little awry. You figure out what it is and try and get that money. You can do it easy. Don't even use the PayPal. Just e-transfer is $5.
Or come down.
But if you've been doing it for 6 months, maybe make it $20. You know, we'll let you off cheap. Anyway, he's got one song for you. Todd, give it up for Todd.
Thank you. I was sitting at home practicing the song, and I thought, I should probably go do it on a stage. It is dress rehearsal, after all. So, as anybody who listens to me play at all knows, I'm infatuated with Amigo the Devil, so this is another one of his songs that I'm trying to learn, called Different Anymore. Well, I break myself to pieces for everybody else to take. They put it all back together in the size and shape they want to make. So I carry around the ashes of everything I was before. And lately it seems matches are the only book I'm reaching for. 'Cause I don't want to be different anymore. I don't want to be different anymore. I've changed. No, I'm trying to be different than before. I'm trying to be different than before. I changed. When the water is finally still, I can see all the parts that are wrong. There's two sides to the mirror, and I'm trying to see which one I'm on. 'Cause I don't wanna be different anymore. Don't wanna be different anymore. I've changed. No, I'm trying to be different than before. Trying to be different than before. I changed. Well, there once was a lion somewhere inside. Its teeth have all fallen out, and the
my pride. I'll never make you proud. So I don't wanna be different anymore. Don't wanna be different anymore. I've changed. No, I'm trying to be different than before. I'm trying to be different than before I changed. Thank you.
Well, this is going to draw close to the night. It's been a great night. Just want to let everybody know who's out there that I just got word from a friend of mine over on Salt Spring. Power's out as of 4 minutes ago because it's very windy. So this rain that's coming through is also bringing a wind. So if you're going rurally, which is pretty easy to do in this Cowichan Valley, be careful of trees, drive safely, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open in case you hear something falling. But hopefully our power doesn't go out at home. That's the nice thing about living way out in the boonies is your power goes out often. And you have to learn how to do it all over the way it was again. Anyway, thanks very much, Dr. Ted Cadillac, for being such a great sport about this every Tuesday night, working his butt off for you guys. Yepper. And tomorrow night, John Wart Hammond is here. Hannon. Hannon? Hannum. So I said.
No, you said Hammond.
Hannum. Hannum. Well, don't be so. Anyway.
What? Don't be so picky. What is it? Just don't be so.
Laura Sanderson. No, Laura who?
Anderson. But you can call me Lulu. I'll let you.
And on Friday night, if you're out and about and you want to see something real cool, the Beautiful Melodies. We have some tickets left, but I don't even know if they do the same songs each time they come here because they just bring they bring it to the table. What a group of people that get together to celebrate the music.
What about the harp show on Thursday?
Well, that's going to be a good one. I was about to get to that one. Are you coming to that?
I'm thinking I'm going to get a friend and come down for that.
I think you should. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they sound really
Yeah. So that's on Thursday. Anyway, just go to our website, which you're already on because you're watching on YouTube, but go check it out. It's got everything that's coming up, and each and every one of them is well worth attending. And good night. See y'all later.
Just to listen to what the water said. 'Cause I think she knows, yeah, she knows that there is a little bit of God. Yeah, a little bit of God in my soul. Whoa, 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 whoa. There is a little bit of God, yeah, a little bit of God in everything. the unknown.